was a great way to start us off. We're going to do a little releasing. Who's ready to release? All right, help me out. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Well, I release and I let go. I let that Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Well, I release and I let go. I let that Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Come on now. I release and I let go. I let that Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Unity. And welcome. I'm Gwen Cohen, and it's really a pleasure. Hi, how are you? And it's really a pleasure to see each one of you here on this beautiful fall day. How could we have something better? We're just so blessed to have you here with us today. Each Sunday, we come together to celebrate our oneness with one another and with God. We welcome people of every culture, lifestyle, and creed. We honor the many paths to God, the many names for God, and the many ways in which we experience God. So we're just grateful for the presence of God with us here today, and for the expression of joy, love, and truth in our lives. And today we join with people all over this country, all over the country of Haiti, and the rest of the world in today's daily word, and it is guidance. Attuned to divine mind, I grow in spiritual understanding. In his book, Mind, the Master Power, Unity Minister Charles Roth invites me to reflect on my true nature. Let your mind be not a mirror, but a lens through which shines the light of truth, end quote. If I forget the truth about myself, I may see only a mirror image, my outer physical features, and overlook that I'm created in the image of God. I'm a spiritual being, an expression of the divine. I continually grow in understanding of my spiritual nature. My spiritual understanding is constantly evolving. I'm ready to let go of ideas and habits that no longer serve me. I'm ready for transformation of mind, body, and spirit. And Mark 4:26-27 says, the kingdom of God is as if someone would scatter seed on the ground and would sleep and rise night and day, and the seed would sprout and grow. He does not know how. And so I remind you that our daily word is available to you. It's in stock at the information desk, and there is a supply of the larger print for you youngsters out there. And now I'd like to welcome Reverend Patty. We are so honored to have her join us today. Rev Heidi has been a little bit delayed because of the weather and airport closings, and we're just honored to have Reverend Patty with us today.
Thank you, Gwen. Well, you all know I love coming here and just being with each and every one of you, and just thank you. I always find it an honor and a privilege to be of service to Unity in Chicago. And so Matthew, you know, I guess he had a message for Rev Heidi: settle down, breathe, relax, enjoy the ocean, you know. Because when I talked to her, she said, oh, it's just real windy here, but the weather's still nice. I said, well, enjoy it, you know. So, but anyways, our opening prayer. And just right now, I just ask for you to make a conscious breath. And exhale out slowly through your mouth. Breathe in again. And just let go of the anticipation of the day so that you may embrace this moment in eternity. We have all gathered in the mind of the Christ. And where two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them. I call forth the Christ energy in each and every one of us. May our minds and our hearts be open to receive the divine truth that will set us free. And so it is. Amen. Either that was your drug dealer or that was Jesus calling. You know, I call you people out on that, right? I always have and I always will. So now, where's that divine peaches at? Yeah, isn't it next? Yeah. Come here, girlfriend. You could just tell she's going to sing it loud and proud. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning. If you missed the concert, you really missed something. I wasn't supposed to be here, supposed to be out of town. That got canceled. Family went into a crisis. My uncle was diagnosed with cancer, and I was able to make this. But I want you to know you can't be God-giving, because we all came together to donate our time, and before the week was out, I got a call for 7 scripts to be the female voice of Hillary's campaign. So, I'm not trying to be political, but you can't be God-given. So my message for you today is, listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds, try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears, go ahead, release your fears, stand up and be counted, don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. what your mother said. Read the books your father read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. My, oh my, yeah. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can't stand the pain. The world keeps on spinning, can't stop it if you try to. The best part of danger stares you in the face. And as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds. Stand up and be counted, don't be ashamed to cry. Go ahead, release your fears, don't worry about your tears. Stand up, say, my, oh my, yeah. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be calm, you gotta be cool, keep yourself together. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, keep yourself together. My, oh my, yeah. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be strong, you gotta stay together. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, stay together. My, oh my, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Peaches, and congratulations. Wow. You know, with you doing that for Hillary Clinton, that is, when you said it, all I can think of with your energy and your consciousness, the energy that, I'm getting the God bumps as I'm saying this, is just going to emanate out into the world. And maybe questions that people who are on the fence, your consciousness and your light is going to make a difference. Am I right? I'm telling you, girlfriend, move it. This is good. So, Rev Heidi called me, emailed me several times. Because this book is very important to her and the lessons that she's giving. And she said, I can't believe it. I just did the introduction and I can't do the first class, the first lesson. I said, Heidi, I think I can handle it. So, and you know, on Wednesday night, she's going to have the class. Y'all just got to show up. God knows she's going to have a lot of stories about how she went from competent to incompetent to excellent to genius mind on this trip. Don't you think? Because, you know, the disciple Matthew is blowing up a storm in Florida, and Mark, Luke, and John, they're trying to tell him to settle down so this lady can get out. That's what I think. But anyways, you know, it's about preparing to take the big leap. Well, you know, Gay Hendricks says, you know, there's one problem, and he's going to help us how to solve it. And some of us probably go, what do you mean? What do I got to do? You know, I really think there's only one real key to solving problems in our lives. And that's a willingness to change. A willingness to change, don't you think? You know, because if we have that willingness, we can take that willingness to the divine and say, you know what? I don't know how to do this, God, but I really want to let it go. Am I right? Here's my biggest problem, because you guys probably don't have this same problem I do, is I forget to ask for help. I come from that nice Polish Sicilian household. You're strong. You can do it all by yourself. And then when you get done, it wasn't good enough. And then my incompetence comes up, which none of you suffer from, do you? Even if you didn't get it in your childhood, I think just the pressures we put on ourselves, make us feel not good enough. And again, that's another thing we got to take to the divine. Am I right? So, in the book, Gay writes, am I willing to increase the amount of time, every day that I feel good inside? Are you ready? Are you ready to increase? At least just a tad. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, God, we're at a political rally now. I don't know about you, but, some of my prior religious upbringing had me say, Lord, I am not worthy to receive you. I had to deprogram myself, and I'm still deprogramming myself on this. Because we're all worthy. Listen to me. Everybody in this house is worthy to receive absolute good in your life. You know how I know that? Because we're all children of God, divine heirs to the kingdom. To the kingdom. But see, we're a lot like Judas. We think the kingdom's here in physical reality. So my next question is, what are you willing to give up to enter into a new dimension of happiness? Do you have an attitude? Do you have a belief that's holding you back? If you don't think so, ask your family or your friends. They'll tell you. So, feel worthy. When those thoughts come through your mind, because that's making us feel like we're incompetent. There's something wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with us. The only thing we're lacking is the healing of the thought that we're separate from God. And we're here on planet Earth to fix that, aren't we? Because all those little challenges come. Yoo-hoo! Remember, we're one, but we're over there trying to fix it all. We can ask for help. We can say, I am worthy of more than this. Whatever it is, if it's in your relationships, your friendships, your work, your personal self, ask God to reveal to you what it is that you need to walk through right now. What bridge is it that you need to walk across to get into the land of plenty? Ask God for a healing. You deserve it. What is it you don't like about yourself? Say, God, you know what? I don't like this self about me. I could be really crabby when it's hot out and I'm sweating. please have me not cuss that person out that just cut me off. You understand? I mean, I don't want to do that, but I'm aware that I do, but I do practice that I have to ask to let it go. And everything, I think, in life has to begin with a willingness to change, a willingness to do things differently. And another question Gay asks is, am I willing to increase the amount of time that my whole life goes well? Are you ready? Okay, that means you have to minus at least 20 minutes off of Facebook a day. All right, we'll start with 5. Do you understand what I'm saying? Take time to look at yourself. Reflect, go in, take a personal inventory and say, yeah, I'm really good at this, but you know what? I really need help with that. And then, are you willing to feel good and have your life go well all the time? I say yes, but then I'm concerned I might get bored. But I'm willing to try to see if I would, wouldn't you? All right. So, I used to work for a boss, and she would always say, Patty, what are you willing to get up to gain something? What are you willing to give up, folks? Great question. God rest this woman's soul. To gain something. What are you willing to put off to the side and say, you know what, I'm going to let that go and I'm going to try something different? Don't you think? If we don't try something different, we don't think outside the box, how are we ever going to realize what we're really good at? What we're incompetent at? What we're excellent at? And when we really come from our divine self, which is the genius in us. It's the genius consciousness. It's the God consciousness. Do you hear me? When we pray, we're settling down those conscious thoughts that analyze and, project and, just dissect. And when we calm those thoughts down and we breathe, we can move through the back door of the conscious mind and get into the subconscious mind, which is the storehouse of our lives. Whatever we need to have revealed to us, it's inside that subconscious mind. But then we can move back to the back doors of the subconscious mind and open up the gateway there to the superconscious mind, the genius mind of life. And I believe everybody at some point in time has touched that consciousness, because I don't think we'd all be here if we didn't. And we all want more of being in that flow of God mind, the genius mind. Whatever you feel comfortable calling it. That's the most important thing. What words resonate with you? Because those are the words that are going to have power and action inside of your body. It's going to take you to a different vibration within yourself. So think about it. What are some of your limited beliefs that you have about relationships? You have about love, you have about work, you have about money. I was thinking back on my own childhood, and I've been working through this for a long time. My mom would always say, there's never enough. Never enough. Never enough money, never enough food, never enough this, never enough that. Some of you probably resemble that remark with me. Am I right? Yeah. And it's not an arrogance of saying, oh, I deserve this. It's a humble knowingness that we deserve good in our lives. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because then when we're humble in receiving our good, you know what happens? We expand our consciousness, our abundance consciousness, our prosperity consciousness, our well-being consciousness. It's all the same, it's just different aspects of it. Make sense? Because if it doesn't, stop me. Because I'll explain more. I think that's important. That you come here for a lesson that hopefully you can live your life by. Build your relationship with God, because that's what we're all here to do, is to build our relationship with God, to know who we truly are as spiritual beings. Because the human part of us is the doer. The spirit part of us is the beingness. And when we sit more in our beingness, we're more aware of who we are spiritually. So how much abundance and love are you willing to let in? Are you willing to work through your hurt feelings of all those relationships that didn't go the way you wanted them to? Forgive them. Forgive yourself. And celebrate that you're not with them anymore, because they developed a part of you today. They made a part of you today who you are. Don't keep cussing them. Bless them and let them go. I release and I let you go. Thank you for the wisdom you have given me. You have shown me what I do want in a relationship. You have shown me what is unacceptable in relationships. Yeah. So, now here's another aspect of ourselves when we get a little stuck. It's called fear. Are you familiar with it? That fear, I'll tell you. It just puts the brakes on, doesn't it? We walk around like that. How are you? Fine. Well, you don't look too fine. Oh, really? I'm okay. We're all guilty of it. My story is your story is my story, you know? So what can we do to break through that fear? What will dissolve fear for you? We have to look at the fear and say, hey, why am I fearing this? Is it the unknown? Is it because I can't control it? I can't manipulate it? I'm not there? What is it? I'm afraid I'm going to get hurt again. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my money again. What's the fear? Ask yourself, what is it I'm really fearing in my life? Boy, that's an eye-opener. That's stronger than taking a shot of Irish whiskey straight down, I think. Whew. But fears are working from our ego. You know, and ego stands for easy got out. The ego part of us always wants for us to stay small and content, because then the ego can control us. But then you have this spirit inside of you that's going, yoo-hoo! I gave you a vision. I gave you a dream. I brought joy to your heart. Are you willing to express it? Are you willing to put it into expression in your life? And then what happens? You go, yeah, I do. I have this joy. There's something I really want to do with my life. Because as I went through this book, it's quite fascinating. I might even end up reading the rest of it. What do you think of that? You know, Einstein said, you know, you cannot solve a problem in the same consciousness that created it. Ooh, ouch. So that means you got to do some shifting of those thoughts and those beliefs and those feelings. And I always ask myself, people say, oh, what would Jesus do? But I take it a little step further. Jesus couldn't say, gee, what would Jesus do? I'm Jesus. Am I right? So I really think Jesus would say, Father, what would love do here? What would your love do here? We need to heal ourselves. Sometimes other people that we have in our lives are not on the same page with us, and it's okay. Just let them be where they need to be. One day they'll wake up just like one day you woke up. When they're ready to hear the truth that's going to set them free, they will. Just like us. So, the zone of incompetence. And Gay says here that you have to realize what you're really good at and what you're not really good at. Well, I'm going to share you a little story about when I first became the minister of a church, and one of the board members says, well, what's your strength? And then they said, what is it that you need to work on? And I came up with an answer. I'm a visionary. I can see, put things together in the mind and in the heart. And I can do some details, but I am not a project manager, where they're checking off every little box. And those are the people who are into the fine details. I'm not a fine, detailed person. I'm a detailed person. My ways might not be your way of keeping details straight, but it works for me. But do you understand what I'm saying? Is because then you can ask for help, or you can hire somebody to help you. Again, it goes back to asking for help. So what I did was, when I had to find a secretary for the church and for myself, I found somebody who loved details. Loved them. And what we would do was we would co-create together. I would give her the vision and of what I saw and what I wanted to project into the church, and she would get it, and she would pull all the details together for it. But my one request from her always was, if you have any questions, you have any doubts, come ask me. Because we're doing this together. And we worked very well, very successfully. Because I tapped into her strengths, she tapped into mine, and it worked really well. Like, I bought this bookcase too, I thought it came together, but it didn't. Still sitting in my garage waiting, because I know that if I took it out and tried to put it together, me and the hammer would have destroyed it. Because I'm impatient with that. Then, I'm a little more mature than 40 years old. And then the fine print. I don't know which one would aggravate me more. So, but anyways, you understand what I'm saying? So now I have to find somebody that I can hire to put together the bookshelf, because I know it's not my expertise. Know what you are not good at it, and it's okay. And you don't have to say, well, I'm not good at it. How about just rewording it and saying, that's not my forte. And you're stepping out. You're beginning to let go of the incompetence. And you're finding a new way of doing it. It's about thinking outside the box. Make sense? That's easy. Why put ourselves through useless, unnecessary suffering over the things we don't like to do? I think that's why God created dishwashers for women. Somebody came up with the brilliant idea. Enough women complain, I don't want to be doing these dishes all the time. Okay, throw them in the dishwasher. There we go. And what are you excellent at? I know God gave me the gift of speech. To talk, to communicate. God gave me the gift of making heart connections with people. God gave me the gift to help people over to the other side. You know, I part-time work for hospice. And the dying will always teach you how to live. So I know that I'm good at this stuff, but after reading this book, I have to take it further. I'm not playing big enough. That's why I said I'll probably end up reading the rest of the book. I got to find out, how do I get there? I mean, it's true. And I have a patient, client, and this man has definitely came from his genius consciousness. And I didn't even know when I asked him this question that I'd be doing this sermon today. Isn't that interesting? This man is very powerfully successful. But he also has the most humble heart. So I asked him, what do you think was the key to all of your success? Because he started out with nothing. And I wrote down that same day, not knowing I was going to do this, and this is what he told me. Stay focused, think outside the box, follow through, a positive attitude, and make sure, here's the key, you listen to your divine guidance. He said that is the major key, Patty. Major key. He said people are too busy and they don't give themselves enough time in prayer and in the silence. Isn't that something? I am so grateful for him. And I'm going to tell him when I see him this week, you know, the congregation I talked to, they're very grateful for your words of wisdom here. Because it's true. You know, he started out with nothing, and now he's just, his sons and his grandsons run a major, major corporation. See, death gets us all, you know, it knocks at everybody's door sooner or later. But this man is sharing what he knows, what he really knows, divine guidance. And when we're in that divine guidance, that is the genius in us. The genius is the one that says, it is not I, but the Spirit of God within that does the works through me, as me, for the glory of life. So I want for all of you to go out there and call forth your genius level into action and say, what's that affirmation that Heidi had last week? I am a lifelong learner. Can we affirm that together 3 times? I am a lifelong learner. Again, I am a lifelong learner. I am a lifelong learner. And so it is. Okay? You're all geniuses. Heidi and I are here in this church building to remind all of you that you are geniuses. And you are here to remind us that we are. Okay? Thank you. I got to get into the new flow here. So, it is our song, the meditation song. Oh, now we're going into meditation. Okay, let's do it. I invite all of you. Whatever you got in your minds and your hearts, your laps, your hands, let it go. This is your divine time to surrender. Surrender to something bigger than yourself. Surrender to the genius of God in you.
I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. Once more we'll sing, you are the heart. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world.
Breathe. Just breathe. Be aware of that breath. For this is the breath of God that moves through you, renewing, restoring, regenerating every cell and fiber of your being. This is the breath that brings you prosperity of all kinds. And as you exhale out, you release everything that no longer is serving you to your highest and best good. Just let it go. God, we are so willing to let go of the things that don't work for us anymore, or maybe never have. Create in me a renewed spirit of boundless inner strength, unlimited courage, and love and respect for who I am today. Greatest joy is loving you with all my mind, heart, and soul. And I am willing, dear God, to love my neighbor as myself. God, I am willing to live in the genius of love. Unconditional love. to be gentle with myself so that I may be gentle with others. For in the gentleness, I know who I am. A loving, profound, wise spirit, an extension of you. I am a genius. I am a genius. And I call forth that Christ genius in me to express through my words, thoughts, and deeds. Help me to walk over the fear, the bridge of fear, and step into the land of infinite possibilities. And so it is. Amen.
We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. One more time. Heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world.
Into this beautiful energy of genius consciousness that we have centered ourselves in, we release the names of all of those that we want held in prayer, recognizing that same genius that God is within each of them. We also speak the names of Rev Heidi, Rev Patty, our staff, our volunteers, our board, every child of God everywhere upon the planet, every member, every friend of Unity in Chicago, all the names of the loved ones who appear behind us, seeing and knowing that each and every one is an expression of the genius and love that God is. For all of these prayers that we have spoken in our minds and in our hearts, and for the awareness that they have already been answered, we say thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is. Amen. We are your prayer chaplains this morning, Diane, Tom, myself. And if you so desire, we would love to pray with you after the service in the Fillmore Room. We will be there to share your joys and just to know with you that God is, we are the I am. Thank you.
Thank you, chaplains. We appreciate you. Thank you. And now it is time for our love offering. You know, if we don't pass the basket, none of us would think we were serious. Isn't that just that simple? So here's our conscious giving blessing. And I would like for you to pray it from your hearts. Not just say it, pray it. Pray it. See the words come from your heart. Together, divine love richly flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful for the blessing of this day. I am grateful for the blessings on my way. Yes.
We're going to swing wide the doors. This is a new one, so follow along. All right. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud. I understand now what I'm here for and what this life is about. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking that chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn of humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. There's a voice that I've heard for years. I learned to keep it inside. Well, now it's coming in loud and clear. I want a deeper life. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Bring wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. All right.
Wow, this is awesome. I just see these baskets just emanating prosperity of all kinds. And what I'd like, you know what? You guys, the genius in you blessed all these gifts. So really what I'm going to do is I'm going to bless all of you. Because you've already done your job. It's done. It's done. And now I'm just going to ask the Infinite Spirit to bless each and every one of you in the ways that you need to be blessed. Because the Spirit of God knows what your heart's desires are. And I ask the Spirit of God to help you move through any challenge, to cross any bridge that you need to cross over into the land of geniushood. And so it is. Amen. Thank you, everybody.
To have Rev Patty. Let's thank her once again for bringing us a special message and for helping us to make the big leap. So there are a few more copies of the book available, and after she's already committed to reading it herself, I think we want to not only read it but also join the class on Wednesday. Wow, we have had quite a service today, and this is a perfect time now to recognize our special flowers which have been donated by Michael Warren in celebration of his birthday. Happy birthday to you, Michael. Wow. And what a special birthday message. Well, until it becomes a national holiday. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than here at Unity on my birthday. Today I am 48 years young. How wonderful. Thank you so much, Michael, and happy birthday, many, many, many more. And you can do what Michael did and select a date in December, which might be available to you. See him. He'll tell you about how his birthday is going, and he'll give you information on how you reserve a date to have your flowers displayed here, and they're quite beautiful. By the way, I had a chance to meet the florist this morning. What a wonderful guy who blesses our service every week with the flowers, and they speak a message throughout the week. So we thank him, although he's not here with us at this moment. Let's thank him. Now I want to welcome all of you who are here for the first time. If you're joining us for the first time today, we want to say thank you, and we'd like to recognize you by raising your hand with me. Thank you so much for coming, and welcome. Leave your hands up. Keep your hands up with me. You're about to get a packet that'll welcome you along with a flower, and you also will find inside of that packet a yellow card, which I'm trying to get in my hand. And if you don't mind, just fill that out and bring that to us at the welcome table. You'll see members with another pink badge, and they'll be able to help you. I do want to remind all of us to check the website, www.unitychicago.org, for a lot more of the messages on what's going on in our neighborhood. Be sure to like us on Facebook, if you will, and stay in touch with the weekly e-blast. If you're not yet getting it, you may also stop down at the base of the stairs and register your email address so that you can get announcements. There's also a pet ministry that may be here with a special blessing in terms of a pet. We don't have one. Totally okay. You can continue to support the pet ministry by buying a treat at their table downstairs in the friendship room. Oh, Ginger? Oh, I met Ginger, by the way. Quite a character, quite a character. And now I want to welcome back. Let's join Peaches Faison for another beautiful message.
All right, you guys, I need some audience participation. You know I was going to do it. So everybody up? If you feel like celebrating, that's what we're here to do. I just want to celebrate. I just want to celebrate. I just want to celebrate another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of life. I put my faith in the people, but the people let me down. So I turned the other way and I carried on anyhow. I just want to celebrate, yeah, another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of life. I had on a dollar bill, but the dollar bill blew away. But the sun is shining down on me, and it's here to stay. That's why I'm telling you, I just want to celebrate, yeah, another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of living. So don't let it all get you down, oh no. Don't let it turn you around and around and around and around, round and round and round, yeah. I can't do no sorrow I can't be bothered with pain, no, no. I'm using up my time and I'm feeling fine every day. That's why I'm telling you, I just want to celebrate, oh yeah. Hey, I want to celebrate another day.
I just want to celebrate another day of living. I just want to celebrate another day of life.
All right, it's your turn. We're gonna make you sing along if you want to celebrate. I just want to celebrate. I can't hear you.
I just want to celebrate.
All the ladies sing.
I just want to celebrate.
All the fellas sing.
I just want to celebrate.
All together sing.
I just want to celebrate.
You're glad to be alive.
Just want to celebrate.
For health, prosperity, and peace.
I just want to celebrate.
That we feel the love, sing.
I just want to celebrate.
Break it down, break it down. I can't hear you. I like it like that. Say, if you're glad to be home on thumb, sing. One more time to say, just wanna celebrate. Woo! Good morning.
And as a way of helping us celebrate, we have a special announcement about the way we'll be celebrating unity at our gala. And we'd like to welcome the gala team right now.
All right, let's spin that wheel. Well, if you don't already know, Unity's in Chicago's having a gala fundraiser, Be the Star You Are, or as I like to say at Unity, the superstar you are. Right? Okay. It's going to be on October 21st, Friday, and we're going to have lots of a fabulous evening of dining, dancing, raffles, wheels, cocktails, and more.
So I'd like to give you a few of the highlights coming up at the gala this year. We would love to have everybody join us in the red carpet celebration. So that would be great. Tickets are on sale in the Sunshine Gallery today. But first, a preview of some of our live auction items. We have some great items this year, like tickets to see Hamilton, along with a room at the Ritz-Carlton. Very nice. A week in Cabo San Lucas, which would be lovely. And this year, we wanted to include more people in the live auction and, give more people an opportunity to win live auction items. So we decided to have a raffle in addition to the auction. So the raffle is sort of explained up here. No, maybe not. Yeah, over here. $100 a ticket. We're only selling 100 tickets, but the winner gets to pick whichever live auction item they want before the live auction starts. Yep, you could win a trip to Cabo for $100 if you're the lucky winner. And you don't even need to be present to win. So you can buy your tickets in the Sunshine Gallery today, and we'll draw it at the live auction. You just have to pick which item you would want for the winner. So that's a great new event we have going this year.
And you can also sign up for the Blockbuster Experiences, which is Brandon and Fred's Ice Cream Extravaganza, or Gwen Cohen's Mediterranean-style brunch. Can we give them a hand for donating their time, talent, and treasure?
And There's a number of other Blockbuster experiences too. There's a table out there showing us what they are. And then finally, we're also having the Prosperity Raffle again this year. So there's tickets of $5 a piece or 5 tickets for $20 for the items that are shown, are displayed out there. And again, you could participate now. The drawing will take place at the gala. So it's just a way for everybody in our community to be able to participate in the event. I do want to mention the prayer pants that we have out in the Prosperity. I don't know if you guys have seen these before, but they're quite beautiful, white pants. I think Lindy wore them up here on stage one day. Brian created them a number of years ago. He wore them to the gala. But they're actually prayers. So if you were to read the pants, it's actually prayers on the pants. So it's pretty cool. You should check it. And I'm pretty sure it would be a nice piece of spirituality wearing those prayer pants. So I can't imagine anyone wanting to miss this fabulous event.
No way, Michelle.
Well, Tammy, you can have a seat at my table. Because I still have room for 3 more people. If anybody wants to join me, I would love to have you join us. Tickets again on sale in the Sunshine Gallery.
And if you can't make it to the gala, you can still participate. You can buy raffle tickets, or you can sign up for one of the Blockbuster experiences. Okay, so if you can't, or you could always donate a ticket for someone else. Okay?
Great, thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Okay, wow, what a way to spend Sunday. And we want to welcome again those who are here for the first time. This is the way we do it every Sunday. I also wanted to do a couple of quick announcements. One, Christy is going to be outside the Oak Room today to set up a time for a testimonial that can be filmed today. There's some people who signed up last week, and I think there are a few more places that would be available. A reminder that the women's group is meeting this Tuesday, the 11th at 7 p.m. in the library. By the way, Silent Day is Saturday, October 15th. There's also a labyrinth that'll be available so that you can walk and do a meditation. You're welcome to join for half a day by arriving at 12:30 and 1:30. And for the whole day, bring your lunch and arrive between 9 a.m. and 9:20. For questions, just email Reverend Heidi at revheidi@unitychicago.org. Also, another quick announcement about becoming a member of Unity's Board of Trustees. Applications are now being accepted, and the election is going to be held during our annual meeting on Sunday, November 13th. I also wanted to remind you that the youth ministry is taking a group picture outside after the end of this service, I believe. And I believe the bell is ringing for us to weave. So are the kids joining us today? So come in and we will weave.
Being movie stars. We were recorded and videotaped and interviewed. It was awesome. Welcome back to the Uniteens from their retreat. Did anybody want to say anything real fast? Like 5 seconds? 5 seconds about the Uniteens. 4, 3.
All right, the Unitreats are a great experience for me, the Uniteen, and the sponsors, and the YU sponsors. And you get to meet a bunch of friends, and it's really fun. Yeah.
We had your picture up there last Sunday. It was awesome. And we're member families will be out in the gazebo getting our mug shots done as a group. So see you out there.
Let's weave. Please join us standing